Hello everyone and welcome. There's a lot of things going on in the United States these days. You've got wildfires going on at the west. You've got civil unrest going on up north. Here in the south we're getting hammered by hurricane after hurricane. Last one just came through was Hurricane Sally just a couple of days ago. And then on top of that you have the global COVID pandemic. And those things have put a lot of people out of work and are having to rely on food banks. And that's what I want to talk about today is supporting your local food banks. Nobody has put me up to doing this. It's not really a commercial or anything like that. It's just something that I myself believe in, because here in Birmingham, the last 3 or 4 weeks, they've had a local, I think they call them a mobile pantry. And my in-laws are elderly. They're in their upper 80s and they are severely at risk for this COVID pandemic. So in an effort to try to keep them from going out into public to get things that they need, I went to the food bank a couple of times for them before they shut it down and moved somewhere else. And I'm going to show you what I went through in order to go through this mobile pantry and kind of give you a glimpse at how many people actually are reliant upon the food banks these days. So here's the video. The food bank opens at 8:30 and I got here about 7:30ish, and there's already like 100 cars ahead of me, and there's probably another 100 cars behind me. So I've been sitting here about an hour and the food bank is fixing to open up. I see people cranking their cars up and kind of inching forward. But in that hour's time, there's probably been 200 cars come down this road, and they've turned them around and told them to go to the back of the line, which now stretches around the corner, which is like half a mile from where I'm sitting. So I'm guessing that this line is like a mile long, and I don't know how much food they have or how many people they can feed out of this mile long of cars. And judging by that, I guess I'm up towards the front of the line. Now, again, I'm not taking this food for myself. I'm giving it to my in-laws, but I am going to carry it home, open it up, show everybody, just to kind of give you an understanding of what the food banks are about and what people are having to go through to get food during this pandemic. So I'm in the parking lot now, and the lady who's kind of like, I guess they're keeping track of everybody, said I was number 127. So I'm fixing to go through and pick up my food, and apparently they have shut this off because I'm looking to my left and the cars that were behind me aren't there anymore. There's like probably another 40 cars behind me now, as whereas before it was wrapped around the block. And the police are out in the street by the entrance, motion people just to turn around because they're not taking any more people in. So here's what they give you at the food bank. I've got 2 bottles of hand sanitizer they gave to me while I was waiting. Got 2 chicken breasts, a bag of leg quarters, got 2 bags of apples, 2 frozen egg products, a thing of frozen blueberries, 2 5-pound bags of potatoes, a whole box full of canned goods that includes some Velveeta cheese, various soups, oats, some dried cranberries, some ramen noodles, big can of chicken, and 2 boxes of seedless raisins, as well as some dried green chilies, some corn, some green beans, and some diced tomatoes. So there's kind of a glimpse of what it takes to go through one of those mobile food banks. I mean, I think I was there a grand total of 3 hours, because if you didn't get there early enough, you didn't make it in, and that's just, you know, the way it goes. I think they only had enough food to do like maybe 150 people, something along that line. Now, if you have the means to donate to a food bank, please do so. And even if you don't have those means, you can still help somebody out that, you know, doesn't drive or doesn't have the ability to drive, who needs to go to the food bank. You can, you know, go and pick it up and carry it to them. Because we all need to get back to looking out for our friends and our neighbors. And I can remember when I was a kid in our neighborhood, everybody looked after everybody's children and our neighbors. If somebody needed something, the neighborhood would pull together and, you know, help them out. So anyway, again, if you get a chance, support your local food banks. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all next time.